What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Brave Williams, and right now you're tuned into The Biz with D.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning back into The Biz with D right here and right now. You got your rock song like David Dwayne, and we are joined by Brave with us right now. What's going on, Brave?
Hey, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. I mean, we've been, going back and forth on Twitter for a minute, but it's, good to finally connect with you at this perfect time in 2015 with all the great things that you're doing.
Thank you. Timing is everything. It was meant to happen right now.
Absolutely. So you're on R&B Divas right now. Everybody knows you from being in Rich Girl. You're a solo artist now. What made you want to do R&B Diva, and especially knowing that having to be casted with that dynamic of women?
Honestly, I think that especially music has changed so much, the business has changed so much, especially for R&B artists, that there's not a lot of platforms out there for us to expose our music. I really just looked at the bigger picture with R&B Divas and knew that TV1 actually, I feel like, is just really helping R&B music to keep it alive. Mm-hmm. I thought that, them just inviting me to come on the show was just a huge opportunity, and I was just honored to take it and be able to expose my music.
Right. And I'm glad you did, you took the opportunity because, I was like, when is my girl Brave going to drop an EP, an album? Like, she is so dope. Vocally, she's talented, like, beautiful. I'm just like, yes, like, I was living for when you dropped that announcement. I was like, yes, winning.
I appreciate it. I do. I mean, and I'm still, I can't wait to put the EP out. It's called Fearless. So I'll be kind of timing it along with the episodes, and there will definitely be new music coming.
I know that's right. So tell me about this EP, Fearless, and, how you came up with the concept, and, what mindset were you in, like, at the time of, recording such a project like this? Because it sounds like it's a very vulnerable project.
It is. This is probably the most vulnerable and honest I've ever been. It's been a process in the making for a very long time. I decided to definitely go with the name Fearless because it's been a long journey from the group to where I am now. And one thing that I learned in that journey is that fear has never told me the truth. However, I anticipated a situation according to fear. It never panned out that way. So I just realized that in order to do this and to do it on a level that I really desire to do it, I have to have a fearless mindset. And I just thought that was a perfect name for the EP.
I know that's right. And definitely, I'm a true believer. Hence, hence or beside is the word I'm looking for, whichever. With me, my brand's, Fierce Wings Entertainment, my Fierce Wings Radio. I'm all about that. You've got to be fierce and rebellious and be vulnerable because it's what's honest. I feel like with the industry nowadays, people are so caught up into a persona. You're supposed to be filtered all the time. Instagram is supposed to be the perfect picture. I mean, okay, cool. I might caption it good. I might, do whatever, but that's not the reality. And it's good that, you're on R&B Divas, and people are seeing your reality, the process of, working on your EP, seeing you and your manager decide different things, and then your interaction with these ladies.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't consider myself a diva yet. It's almost like a diva in training, So to be around those women that have accomplished so much more than I have, and to take from them and to learn from them, I just thought that it would just add so much more to my project because I left stronger than when I came in. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's still, exposing just the struggle that that independent artists, go through. So I was really happy to share that.
Exactly. And struggle in being an independent artist. Like I mentioned, you were in Rich Girl. That was a phenomenal group. I actually had seen you guys perform when you guys won the Destiny's Fulfilled and Loving It tour in Philly. And I was like, these girls are the shit. What exactly happened for those who, are still wondering what happened to Rich Girl? Because I know what happened, because, I I'm in the industry. I read and, I'm connected with people. But for those who don't know, tell them, what happened with you guys and where your relationship stands with the girl.
Yeah, I mean, Rich Girl, that was my baby. I love my girls, to death because we experienced so much together that, those moments and those memories can never be replaced by anything. There was never any turmoil inside the group. A lot of times people hear girl groups and like, oh, you guys had to break up because there was some going on, and that wasn't the case at all. Looking back at it, I just feel like it had its season. It took its course. I feel like that moment, it lasted as long as it did because we each had to learn certain things in that moment. And it almost kind of just, looking back at it, it kind of just gracefully started to, I guess, bow out on it naturally. I just feel like with girls, our minds change a lot. You know what I'm saying? Especially as not just as girls, but just as artists. We're constantly evolving. So as you're in this group and as you're in a situation, different passions start to flare. And that passion you may want to go seek after, whether it's writing, whether it's, collaborating with other people. So I just think that all of us kind of gained separate interests. And, we just decided to go our separate ways.
Right. And was it hard, to go, break away from something that, you really loved and were passionate about, and you guys had put in, the time and so much great music?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a transition that I had to get used to because that was such a large portion of my life for a long time. I mean, I came up with the name of the group. I helped put it together. It was like I was very instrumental in this vision. So when it didn't pan out as I anticipated, I was definitely disappointed and really heartbroken. And it had a lot to do also with the timing because around that same time is when my manager of 7 years passed away from a heart attack, and then my father died. Yeah, so it was like these three back-to-back, just life-changing scenarios that all happened literally in a matter of 3 months from each other, or all in a matter of 3 months. So that moment for me was a very surreal one, but I found a lot of strength in it to realize that I still wanted to continue and do music.
Absolutely, and I'm sorry that those unfortunate events happened, and just so glad that you were able to, keep, stay strong and still, decide, hey, you know what, I'm still going to do this music thing, because a lot of times, and I know but I don't think the listeners really know that when stuff happens to people that are in the entertainment industry, stuff like that, it takes a toll on us, and it's hard to recuperate from whatever it is. It's not always that, oh, snap back an instant, let's go in the studio and I'm releasing the album in 6 months to a year.
Right. No, absolutely, and especially because we're so sensitive when it comes to our inspiration. So it's almost like when something traumatic happens to that degree, it literally can knock your sail out from under your wings, and you really have to, just figure out, and I'm not in no cliche on words, but really how to break that moment,
Absolutely. And tell me a little bit about the latest single that you dropped. I absolutely love it. Tell all the listeners who haven't checked it out, tell them about that single.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I really do. Ooh, Love Ya, that's what the single is. It's the first single off the EP, Fearless. I love hip-hop. I love to rap. I started out rapping and as a spoken word artist. So for me, that record, when I heard the nostalgic feel of it, we flipped nice and smooth, the Funky For You track. To me, it was just like the perfect marriage of hip-hop and R&B. I knew when I heard that track that was going to be my single. And then me and Candy Shields, this really dope writer, got together and we just inked it out in the studio.
Wow, absolutely beautiful. So you got to tell me about, your writing style and how you get inspired, because, I mean, girl, you got ink, for real.
I appreciate, you know what it is? I love people, and I love hearing people's stories, and I find inspiration in that. I find inspiration in pain. I find inspiration in relationships, the ups, the downs. I mean, there's inspiration all around. You just have to be open, like even this conversation right here. I can feel your energy over the phone. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're tapped into it, you can find it. And It's just a matter of taking the time to make sure that you jot it down in that moment that you feel it. I don't know how many times I felt something like, oh, that's a dope idea, and then I wait, and I come back 20 minutes later, and I can't remember it. It's like, no, you know it now. So now I make sure that I write it immediately down and, always have it there.
You know what? I even got a sidebar real quick. The fact that you said you felt my energy over the phone is just dope right there, because I'm so big on energy, and I was almost about to say the same thing about, like, I can feel your energy, too, like, through this conversation, and we're just, like, really flowing. And a lot of times, you know, people, when they talk about certain things, they struggle. They don't know what to say. They're like, oh, wow, they just, you know, brought up such and such. And I just got to commend you. Like, your energy is just like, whoa, I'm quietly silent in the corner, living for this right now. I didn't want to go like scream, but I sure did make a lot of noise where I am right now. So I know everybody can hear me in this joint.
I appreciate you. I mean, and it's just important for me, because that's what the EP is. That's what Fearless is, you know, just not being scared to just be who you are, you know what I mean? And whether, you know, through the bad moments, to the good moments, it's just, you know, being okay with just being honest, you know?
Exactly. And speaking of honesty, your relationship with the other ladies on R&B Divas, tell me about that. I know you and Mo have known each other for a while, so you guys are good. But, you know, tell me with, you know.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, you know, tell me your honest feelings on the ladies.
I've come to develop a unique and special relationship with each one individually. They're so different in so many ways, but yet they all share like that common denominator of just like strong. You know what I mean? I come from a big family, 16 brothers and sisters, so I'm used to being around different types of personalities, and even just coming from the group, you know, just knowing how to be around that, just different energies and different personalities. So each one, I share a unique relationship with. However, I can say, like I said, that the common thread between them is that they all have this strength, and I don't know if it comes from just, you know, them being in the industry for an extended period of time and just going through things, and but I definitely walked away stronger than how I came in.
Right, and that's good that you have a great relationship with the ladies, even though. I mean, everybody has their ways, but with some people having certain ways, it's sometimes hard to have enthusiastic attitude about people. And I just like the fact that you're able to do that with them all.
I mean, because at the end of the day, I'm just humbled that I had the opportunity to be around them. Do you know what I mean? Like, TV1 gave me this platform, and I really went in on this platform with an open mind and an open heart. And I wanted to learn. I wanted to, you know, I was very inquisitive, and I think that they definitely gathered that from me, especially now with the season with them filming. So yeah, it was a great experience.
So what's one thing about filming reality shows that you just absolutely hate, and then tell me one that you absolutely love about it?
I would hate is kind of a strong word. I wouldn't say that I hated it, but one thing that made me have a reservation was just the unpredictability. Do you know what I mean? It's very unpredictable. You don't know, and that's the beauty of it, because a lot of it you don't know what you're walking into. So, you know, it's like going to work every day and just kind of not knowing what to expect. But then the spontaneity of that is beautiful, because I'm an artist. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a bittersweet. And then one thing that I really enjoyed was just having the opportunity. I can't stress it enough, just having the opportunity to be around women that I probably never would have been able to meet had I not been on this show.
That's so true. So I definitely want to say thanks so much, Brave, for this interview. It was definitely dope chatting with you, and we definitely will have to somehow have to do an in-person interview, and when the EP drops, and definitely, get in depth with the project, because I'm excited for you.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. Let me ask you this. Where exactly are you located? Like what state, what city?
I'm in New York and Delaware.
You're in New York and Delaware. Okay. Well, yeah, when we drop the EP, I'll make sure that, Bishop lets you know, and because I'm up back and forth to New York a lot, so
nice.
But a word, you can make it happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, keep me posted as well, too, through DMs, and, we're connected. And since we mentioned that, tell everybody where they can follow you, just in case they follow a fake Twitter, Instagram. I still can't believe that people make those accounts, like fake accounts.
My Twitter, my IG is at Be More Brave. BMOREBRAVE. Be More Brave. So yes, please follow me. I'm very active on my social media. I respond back. I follow back. So don't be a stranger.
Absolutely. And Brave, can you do a drop for us saying this is Brave and you're now tuned into The Biz with B?
What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Brave Williams, and right now you're tuned into The Biz with B.